Hi everyone, Ryan here, Ion Capital Solutions. Hope you're doing well. Today I want to talk to you about something that we all experience, not just as business loan brokers, but as salespeople. And that's making an offer to a client, and for whatever reason, they won't accept the offer. Well, when it comes to business loan brokering, why does this occur? What can we do about it? Anyway, let's talk about it. Okay, so why won't they accept the offer? What's the issue here? Everything's great. You talk to the client, they're very forthcoming with the information, they provide the docs, you get the offer, and all of a sudden they disappear. You can't get them on the phone, they want to hold off. What's the issue? What's the issue? Right? I know I've been there before. Anybody who's been in this space knows it can be really frustrating. So, what can we do about it? Well, you see, this is the problem. We are sitting on the opposite side of the table as the client. This is their immediate perception of us. And therein lies the key here, okay? How are we being perceived by the client? If we are sitting across the table from them, then we're not on their side. And so they're in this position of looking at us through their own lens. And are we thinking about how we are being perceived? Right? In any given conversation, there's what we're saying, there's what the person we're talking to is saying, there's how I feel I'm being perceived by the person I'm talking to, there's how they think they're being perceived by the person talking to them. There's how they feel they would like to be perceived, the way I would like to perceive whatever it is. There's a lot going on psychologically. And as business loan brokers, and namely salespeople, we always need to be looking at the client through we always need to be looking at us, excuse me, through the client's eyes, right? And determining what they're seeing and shaping that to what it is we want them to see. You see, your client is under this impression that they can only choose one option. And if you're talking to them about a particular product and they home in on that product, and they're only focused on that one product, that one solution, and looking at a lot of different options for that product. Pricing, right? Where's the best price? Where's the best turnaround time? Where's the best term, rate, whatever? And you just present yourself as one of those options, they're going to shop around and look elsewhere. It's just human nature. Clients are trying to problem solve and they have needs beyond the one product. And if all you're doing is providing yourself as an option for a single solution, it's no wonder they're not getting back to you. That's the reality of the situation. And that's because your client is not seeing the whole picture. Okay? You need to help them understand what true perspective looks like. You need yourself to see the larger picture beyond their immediate needs and understand they have long-term needs. If your client is looking through this narrow scope and they're panning left to right, you're only in that scope for a short window of time. Why should they stay on you if you can broaden their horizons and open their eyes to something more? Otherwise, they just keep looking. Right? The reality is you need to be on the same side of the table as your client, not sitting across from them. Right? You need to understand how to position yourself in the eyes of the client, how to change their perspective of you and the value that you provide. Their perceived value of you is being an expert, not a specialist, not a cash advance specialist or equipment of finance specialist or whatever, a hard money specialist. Yes, you have a skill set, or maybe you're average, right? And you're just like everybody else, but you're quick and fast. So submit the docs to you, you'll forward to the lender and get a quick turnaround of time. That's not enough to hold their attention. You need to be an expert. You have to understand how a borrower looks on paper in terms of ownership, the entity, in terms of their cash flow, their actual liquidity, their liquid cash that they have to put down, right? And when they're looking to purchase a property or a new construction project or whatever it is, right? Or what do their assets look like to secure a loan, right? I mean, we need to understand these aspects of every borrower that we talk to, regardless of what product they want, and help them understand what's available to them based on this criteria. That's the difference maker. We need to be the expert in the eyes of the borrower. It's time to update our approach towards the client. This is a game changer. It's a simple tweak, but it's a game changer. We cannot be simply just somebody in the eyes of the client who is providing a product. There's no value there. The client's just going to move right on to the next person. Change the way that you're perceived, right? Because the reality is financial planning is currently what's on the agenda for the client. Not a single product. They're trying to figure out in the year growth, how they're going to acquire financing, what they got in the past, what they want in the future. Are you that person who can help them with their financial planning, their long-term financing for all of their needs? Not just their immediate need with a single product, just being a dime a dozen broker out there offering a product. They're going to take your offer and shop it and never get back to you. Sound familiar? This is why. This is why. Okay, because to back it up, you are, sitting across the table from this person. You're not on their side of the table working with them. Right? That's the problem. That's the problem. You're just presenting yourself as an option. That's the problem. That's the issue. You need to be the expert. Right? You need to understand to stop selling your products. Okay? Stop selling. Start consulting. Be that expert. This makes all the difference. Financial planning, long-term financing, sitting at the table with your client, working with them, helping change their perspective, removing the blinders of them looking down that narrow scope. You need to change their perspective. If you effectively do this, then they work with you. Not once, not twice, but for the long term. That's how you get renewed business, residual income, referrals, because you've set yourself apart from the competition. It makes all the difference. It's an absolute game changer when you think this way. Okay, so anyway, stop selling products. Okay, this is what I want to leave you off on. I know I'm jumping around in slides, but stop selling products. Stop by being niche product salespeople. Start being expert consultants. You'll change your perception in the eyes of the client. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for your time. Wish you all the best. Catch you in the next video.